Okay, gang. Yeah, this is Rod again. Possibly be the last one of these kinds of videos I do for a little bit. I really don't need that guy over there. This guy here is a backup. It's not quite 8 inches, so you can't really just swap and change mats. So this guy here, the riffles actually had to be cut down the centre to fit it into size. So it's a little bit rough. I purchased some off Dredge New Zealand, some deep 3mm matting to go with the Bunnings 1mm matting there. So yeah, it's a little bit of a roughie, but it's all right. And the main reason I've got this one is this guy here was cut to length by the guy that sold it on eBay, and he replied within 1 minute of this guy also doing something special for me. So I felt obliged to buy off both of them, although I only really need one, of course. So this is the secondary with the riffles, so it's got a bit going for it, and the different mat configuration. So it's kind of cool, but this is what we would call the pride of the fleet, so to speak. Currently it's got a little Seaflow 750 gallons per hour pump running, and with a good angle, I added extra holes up here to get a bit more angle on it. It looks like it might do the job. So in backup I do have a 1100 amp hour, and what I've got is I've got 2 of these guys, so that would see me right for a weekend. 20 amp hour lithium batteries. The connections that I've used on everything are called the XT60s. Get them on eBay, you get a packet of about 5 pairs for about $8, and they're rippers. And you solder them in, a little bit of support tape, and they plug and play, which I like as well. So we've got a good flow here. I'm pretty happy with it. This guy here, it's pretty stable. I had to actually, I don't know if you can quite see it there, I actually had to add a little shim in each one of these guys just to get a little bit more stability. But I'll tell you what, it's all right now. So, and this guy here gets a couple of bubbles, so you've got to clear out the bubbles before you start your run. But I'm quite looking forward to using this profile mat. So I've added the extra matting at the front. I've got my special little clamp flow set up here, and it seems to work pretty well. Just look, added the legs, capping, wing nut bolts, thumb screw I think they call them. I've added a handle for ease of use, and also I didn't ask the guy the length of the sluice when I bought it. I just assumed it'd be 1 metre. So I've added a little section here just so I can use all the mat. I didn't want to cut the mat. I've done that before and it annoys me. So basically this is what I'm going to be using. As much as the Highbanker's cool and all that, this guy breaks down a lot smaller in my van, and I like the idea of not having to carry a petrol pump around with me. That kind of let me down a little bit last time. It's still pretty cool, but yeah, with these guys it's very consistent, and I know exactly what I've got. With the 750 gallons per hour, it'll use 2.5 amps on the 20 amp hour, and the 1100 will use 3 amps an hour. So like I said, 2 batteries and you're pretty much right for the weekend, even a little bit beyond. A little bit annoying, the lithium batteries come, I've got a smart charger by CTEC, and it doesn't like the inverter in the van, so I do have to charge them up when I come home. I would have been more than happy to use it in the van, but it doesn't like it. As I said, it's a smart charger, and if the flow's not 100% it won't be in it. But yeah, this is kind of cool. I like the idea of just the sound of water instead of a noisy pump. So yeah, and nice easy arrangement here, just G-clamps with a right angle section up the top. And it's not too bad actually. I've got another one of these where I've added a little right angle section at the back for any backwash, but this setup here seems to work well. And yeah, the little flap at the top seems to spread things out nicely, and you've got your side bit. So yeah, pretty happy with it actually. I don't think there's much more to say. That guy over there's on This one over here, it's on Facebook. We'll see how we go with that. Hopefully we'll sell it soon. I like it. I built it. It was a fun project. But this is the one I'm going to settle on. I don't mind spending a couple of minutes classifying the material. Then I just turn the bucket upside down, sit the bum down, and then feed it. And that's pretty cool as well. And like I said, it's nice and quiet. So anyway, that's an update on the projects. This one's okay. It's pretty cool. And yeah, it'll be interesting to try it with the 3mm configuration rib matting. So that was from Dredge New Zealand. They didn't rip me off. It was only 22 bucks including postage. So it's worth a look at their website, Dredge NZ, I think it is, .co.nz. So yeah, and this guy, like I said, it's just a backup. Not that this thing's going to break, but it was just good business to buy both. I've asked something extra out of both sellers on eBay. I actually asked this guy to drill the clamp in down lower because I was going to use it with possibly this mat, and he did it, although they were a bit wonky, so I had to redo it. And this guy here, once again, he also drilled further down, but I didn't realise that the sluice was shorter and that I'd have to add. But that's cool too, because I actually really like the black 1mm matting off from Bunnings. You get to see the gold in it, and you can use your snuffer bottle just to suck it up before the clean-up. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, gang, happy sluicing. I'm a sluicer, not a high banker.